It's been 8 months since I joined eXp Realty, and today, you guys, I want to talk about the things that I do love about it, and there are a few things that I really don't like about eXp. Hey, you guys, I'm Cher Allen with eXp Realty, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to talk about the things that I love and hate about eXp. Some of the things that I hate about eXp are probably going to be some of the same things that you do not like about it, but let's get into it. One of the things that I love about eXp Realty is we are one brokerage. We are not a franchise. We are one huge brokerage. At the time of this video, we have about 86,000 agents, and that is not broken up in different regions and franchises and cities. We're just one big brokerage, and I love that. Another great benefit of us being one brokerage is we are all in one place online, which is in Workplace. Our Workplace is exactly like Facebook. It just does not have the ads, but we have groups over there. I have a feed. It's exactly like Facebook. So anyone that I want to connect with, if I want to find a commercial agent, if I want to find a referral for another city, another state, or even another country, we are all in one place, and I love that. It's just amazing. The second thing I love about eXp is because we are one brokerage, they hold all of my licenses. If you do not know, I am licensed in California. I'm also licensed in Georgia, and I will soon be getting a license in Florida. But if I wanted to get a license in any country, any city, any state, if I wanted to hold 20 licenses, because we are not a franchise, I do not have to have a brokerage in this state if I hold my license, a brokerage in this city hold my license. We are one brokerage, which is amazing because all of that falls under one cap. So I don't have a cap in this state. I don't have a cap in this city. I don't have a cap in this country. I have one cap, which is $16,000, which is amazing. I can go sell a $6 million house in LA and come over to Atlanta and sell a $900,000 house, and all of that falls under one cap. Isn't that amazing? And I love it. The third thing that I love about eXp is the collaboration. And I know a lot of brokerages, look, if you watch my video on how I worked at 5 other brokerages before finding eXp, this is my 6th brokerage. If you watch that video, then you know that I have worked at a lot of brokerages. Since moving to Atlanta, now in LA, I worked at one brokerage. A lot of brokerages, they say, oh, we collaborate. No, they do not. They do not collaborate. They will try to tell you just a little bit. And you know why? Because you are their competition. If you are working with someone in your market and someone in your office, they're not going to give you all their tips, tricks, and secrets. And the amazing thing about eXp is our classes. We have about 50 classes a week, and the classes are taught by icon agents. The amazing thing about the icon agents are agents who have capped and sold 20 houses over capping. Or if you're in a market where there may not be 20 extra houses to sell, then you have reached a GCI of 500,000. So these agents are at the top of their game, and these are the agents that are teaching our classes. So it's not Miss Peggy, who has been an agent for 30 years, who is not in the new real estate game, who may only work on referrals, who's taking all of her clients' pies every Christmas. That's the way that she's generating referrals. It's not Miss Betty or Miss Peggy or Mr. Tom, who is no respect to these names, but it's agents who are at the top of their game, who are freely telling you what they are doing to generate their business. Everything from luxury to how to get leads, how to work with buyers, how to work with sellers, how to do everything. Okay. So that is another thing that I love about eXp is seriously the collaborations. And you could say your brokerage collaborates, and that's fine. But if you really pay attention to the collaboration and the classes that are being taught at your brokerage, your knowledge is only as vast as your broker or the people that are in your market. So I love it because people are international. They're all over the place, and they're freely sharing their secrets. So let's move on to the next. Okay, so the fourth thing that I love about eXp is, and this may not sound as nice, but I love that everything is virtual. I honestly do not like going into an office. That's not nice, but it's the truth. I do not like going into an office. I have been an entrepreneur for 20 plus years. And so I've never worked a office job. So to go into an office for me personally, is just not for me. I don't want to go in. I felt like every time that I went into the office, I did not get any work done. And that's just me. Now, these are all of my this has nothing to do with you. You may like that office. You may like going in there, rah, rah, rah. And I do not. I like to work at home. When the pandemic happened, I was so happy that I was at home. I love it. I love being able to just collaborate online. If I need to connect with my broker, I'm not searching all over the place trying to find my broker. Like, where are you? Are you going to call me back? I actually spoke with an agent who told me that in her market that eXp only had one broker. And you know what? I don't think that's true, because there has to be so many brokers to so many agents. Even if it were true, the brokers that work at eXp actually are employed by eXp. So they are not out here hustling. This could almost be number five. This could almost be the other reason why I love eXp, because the brokers work for the brokerage. eXp has over, I think, 2,000, 3,000 people in our cloud that are employed by eXp. So it's not just your one broker who is dependent on you to hustle and not really there to help you because you're not the top agent in the brokerage. And let's just be honest, most of the brokerages it's that 80-20. That 20% is making that money, and that 80% is just getting left behind. So, I love the fact that the broker is there anytime that I call them. So if you think, unless you live somewhere really, I don't know what state would be small that wouldn't have as many eXp agents. But unless you have if there's only one broker, trust me, there's other brokers, because we have like maybe three or four brokers. But the great thing about that is they are employed by eXp. And so since eXp pays them and they're not out there hustling, trying to make sure that their brokerage meets their numbers or whatever, they're 100% there anytime I want to call them. Sometimes I'll email at night and they'll email back, or I've texted early in the morning or late at night and get a response right back when I'm honestly was thinking that I'm going to get a return back tomorrow. So if you think that there's one broker and that broker can't help you, it is not the same as your broker at your office who is trying to help 200 people in their brokerage, but really focused on that 20% or that 5% who is pulling in the money. So this is honestly just my 2 cents. So let me go on to the next reason why I love eXp. And we're gonna get to what I do not like about eXp is going to be a rant. And I'm so sorry. If you make it to the end of this video and you love a good rant, then good for you. Good for you. Okay, so the fifth thing that I love about eXp, and hopefully this is number 5 and not number 4 and not number 6, but I think it's number 5. The fifth thing that I love about eXp is we are free to brand ourselves any way we want. And so if you have watched my last video on working at 5 different brokerages, eXp is actually my number 6 brokerage in 4 short years. That was one things that actually really burned my bread. Can I say burn my bread? It burned my bread. It made me so mad. It made me so mad. Like, you are not going to tell me how to brand my business. I've been an entrepreneur for a long time. And one thing that I know for sure is clients come to me. I knew that moving here. I knew that in my last businesses over the 20 plus years, clients work with me. They do not care where I work. And so you're not going to force me to use your letters, numbers, colors, fonts. I am going to do what I want to do. And that is a little bit of the rebel in me. But that right there, ooh, that right there makes me mad. That makes me mad. Like, you don't tell me how to brand myself. If I want to have bright pink with shooting stars on my logo with my signs, eXp does not care. As long as it is in compliance to what your state recommends, then you're free to do whatever you want. You're free to choose whatever colors you want. Because one thing I know for sure, is that your clients work with you. Your clients do not work with your brokerage. I have been preaching this for so long, and I am going to keep preaching it. Your clients work with you. A lot of times my clients don't know where I work until I send over the paperwork to say, here is what you need to sign. And then One client, though, I was with another brokerage and then I switched in between. And she's like, oh, you're with this one now. It's like, yep, we're over here. This is where we are. So your clients work with you. And that's another thing that I love about eXp. We are free to brand ourselves. So if you have your own branding, you don't have to worry about going to talk to the office to see if, you can use whatever you want for your business. Is this the rant? This isn't the rant, you guys. This is the rant. But you're free to use whatever you want. If you're coming from your own brokerage and you already have your brand built out and people in your city know your brand, you're just going to say that you're brokered by eXp or you're powered by eXp. And again, whatever your state recommends for your signs, that's all. That's what it is. But I think, you know what I think? And do we care what I think? I think we do. We do. Because this is my video. So we care what I think. I think if you're your own brokerage and you already have your own signs, what I would do is I would get maybe like a magnet to stick to your sign if you're not ready to buy new signs. Or signs are not that expensive. So, I mean, moving over to eXp is going to be your last stop. So just go on and invest in new signs and cards or whatever. So that's another thing I love about it. You're free to be you. You do not have to be. I'm not even going to say any names. I'm not going to call any names. All right, let's see. What is my 6? I think I'm going to keep the 6. I think we're just going to stop it at the 6. Okay, so number 6, this is the 6th and last thing I love about eXp, and it is not the last. I promise this video can go on for like an hour, but I'm not going to have like the 97th thing that I love about eXp because we're just going to stop it at 6 and then we're going to go on this rant on what I do not like about it. Now, I love a lot of things. I love basically everything about it except this one thing. But let's get into the 6th reason why I love eXp. Over the pandemic, I started a Facebook group called Black and Branded, where I was helping real estate agents with their marketing and branding. And this is something that I was doing before the pandemic. I was actually teaching classes around Atlanta. But during the pandemic, I had so many agents reach out to me wanting help with their marketing and their branding. And I thought, like, it would be easier if I could just help everybody together versus getting on a call with each person, taking an hour, telling them to do this. Most likely they're not going to do it, but that's okay. That's okay. It's better when it's all in a group setting. And so I started the group and there's about 3,100 agents over there and they are scattered all over the world. And the great thing about eXp is I am able to partner with agents all over the world, all over the world. You see how that works? All over the world. So agents that are in Texas, in Canada, in Costa Rica, Mexico, I can go on and on how many states and countries that we are located in. I'm able to partner with agents all over the world, which is amazing because in my Facebook group, there's agents all over. And the amazing part is I'm able to freely collaborate with them, tell them everything that I'm doing for my business, freely give them everything that I have, anything that I have, Canva templates, or if you want the template to my website, or if you want me to help you set up your flow desk, or how I'm generating my business online, any social media training I have, anything that I have, I can freely give to agents who partner with me. And I love that because the company rewards me. You don't pay me a dime, which is amazing. So that's I'm sure I could go on and on about that forever. I'm going to make another video about RevShare because that's how the company is able to reward me is through RevShare. But we're not going to go down that rabbit hole on this video. I'm going to get into what I do not like about eXp. And it makes me so mad. It makes me so mad. It makes me so dang mad. Okay, the last final thing that I do not like about eXp, and this, I'm telling you, this is going to resonate with a lot of people, but I am so sorry. I have to apologize for everyone who has been in your DM sending you a message this long about eXp and how you would be a great fit and just trying to recruit you to get you over here. First of all, let me say the eXp is not for everyone. I want to say it's for everyone, but it's not. No brokerage is going to be a perfect fit for everyone. And so if anyone has been in your DMs, I truly apologize. When I got my license back in 2017, I was in a lot of Facebook groups just trying to figure out, where to go and which brokerage is going to work. And I never quite asked the question. I would just go and search the groups. I would just go and search the groups for, I would put in eXp or KW or Remax. I would just put in all these different brokerages and it was always a battle. eXp versus KW. It wore me out. I was like, I am done with both of them. Both. Both of them can go somewhere and sit down. They can go have several seats. But you know what? I fully regret. I hate that I did not honestly take a really good look at the model and really understand what the model was about and how it worked. I think back in 2017, they didn't have all the kinks worked out. It was still new. And, people in my DMs like, oh, you can get some stock. And I'm like, stock in what? What is it? What are you talking about? But now eXp is a publicly traded company, and the stock does mean something. Like, it means something. And I'm going to create a video on how a lot of us agents will be opening doors when we are 80, 90 years old. If you make it to 90, if you are still trying to work I'm not even gonna call it the super box. It will probably be something on our finger that we could just open the door. If you're still doing that and you're 90, trying to get to a door, eXp is actually a perfect model to stop us from opening doors and get us out of the rat race of trying to find our next deal and, who's next, and really help you build wealth for your family. So the last thing that I hate about it is all of the cringy people. And again, I apologize if they are in your DMs. I truly apologize. So I will never be in your DMs. But you are more than welcome to get in my DMs and if you want to partner with me, I'm just going to segue this right on into, if you are thinking about joining eXp or if you want to learn more about eXp, and you just want to share your story on where your goals are with your business, I would love for you to schedule a call with me. I would just love to just chat, just to hear all about your business and how I think eXp could or could not be a good fit for you. You know what it's like, my clients who call me. I have a client that calls me every few months to ask me how's the market and should she sell her house. And just like I tell her, no, you need to have several seats. If I think the eXp is not a good fit for you, I will honestly be honest with you. I am not trying to just rack up people at eXp because I want you to come over with as much knowledge as I can provide you with and enough understanding. And I don't want you to come over and leave like most people do because they didn't have a full understanding, or there's people at the company that still don't understand the model. So, okay, in all seriousness, if you would like to learn more about eXp, I would love to get on a Zoom call with you to find out more about your business and how I can possibly help you, or if I can help you, or if I think you should just stay at XYZ Realty in your area. I'm here either way, and I appreciate you guys for listening and even just being here. Hopefully this video is not a hot mess. Thank you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Don't forget to like. When you like, that helps my channel. But when you subscribe and comment, that helps it even more. So I appreciate you guys, and I thank you guys for being here, and I will see you on the next video, okay?